Hi, I'm Bob, and I want to ask you a question. Are you all tied up? Now, let me ask you again. Are you all tied up? There were tears in my daughter's eyes this morning as she led me up to the terrace. Look what they have done, Dad, she wept. I stared with horror. The bird, a pigeon, hung by her neck, held by a thin string, one end of which was attached to a tree. How could anyone do something so cruel? I wondered, looking with pity at the lifeless body. I reached out to the dead bird and found that the same string was tied all around the little mite. They tied her up, Dad, cried my daughter, and they hung her up there to die. No, I whispered as I looked closer. The bird hanged itself. Are you suggesting suicide, Dad? My daughter asked angrily. No, I said. This little one flew into a lot of loose string. The more it struggled, the more the string wound itself round its body till it finally hung itself to death. We cut the string from around its lifeless form. There was a look of absolute shock and surprise on its dead face. I wondered what the little bird could have done to free itself. Maybe it could have sat quietly on a branch and slowly pulled at it with its beak. Then I looked at its beak, a petite, insignificant, pint-sized attachment. Good maybe for catching minute, helpless worms, but not strong enough to pull cruel string. You know, I told my daughter as she cradled her dead, feathered friend, tears freely rolling down her cheek. You know, there's nothing on earth it could have done to have untangled itself from the ruthless string. My daughter looked at the bird and looked up at me. No, Dad, there was something it could have done. Who was it that finally took the string out, though too late? I did, I said. Supposing it had come to you before it died, you could have saved its life. I nodded and went upstairs and then felt an unease all around me. There's string on us too, I exclaimed. Strings of problems, worries, doubts, fears. I thought of that little bird struggling with all its might to get rid of the diabolic thread, and slowly more and more entangled. I felt the same unease, and new troubles and despair were slowly yet surely suffocating my life too. Unpaid bills, treacherous enemies, unforgiving friends, unresponsive loved ones. The noose was tightening and my breathing was getting slower. It was just a matter of time, I thought, before difficulties around would choke me to death. No, I whispered, I don't want to be like that dead bird. I need to go to my God to undo the string. Kneeling, I felt the hands of our Maker slowly pulling out each dreaded thread that was wrapped around me. And then I looked up and smiled as I felt the air rushing back into my lungs. He had untangled me, and I flew free. Yes, dear friends, there's somebody waiting to untangle you. Go to him before it's too late and you die like that bird in my daughter's hand. Thank you. This is Bob signing off.